Following days of relentless rain, flooding and destruction, the states of Punjab and Himachal Pradesh have been officially declared disaster hit. With lives lost, infrastructure collapse and communities displaced, both governments have taken the crucial step of declaring a state-level disaster to therefore fast-track emergency response. But what exactly does this do? What happens when a state is declared as disaster hit? A disaster hit state is particularly defined based on the scale and impact of a calamity, whether natural or man-made. If it exceeds the capacity of the state government to manage with its regular resources, that's when the status is given. And declaring such a status actually allows the state to mobilize emergency funds, to immediately request financial and logistical assistance from the central government, to deploy disaster response forces, think the NDRF armed forces, and particularly to prioritize rescue, relief and rehabilitation without the usual administrative delays or red tapeism. To begin with, Punjab. All 23 of its districts have been declared as flood hit after one of the worst disasters in decades. Over 4 lakh people were affected, at least 46 deaths were reported. Villages were submerged, highways and bridges washed away, and farmland destroyed. In fact, more than 175,000 hectares of agricultural land was lost, causing an official economic loss of over 14,000 crore rupees. The geography of Punjab makes it essentially flood-prone. The Ravi, Beas and Sutlej rivers, along with seasonal streams, swell dangerously during heavy monsoons. And then with several dams regulating flow, extreme rainfall forces emergency water releases, and that often worsens floods. So despite embankments, rainfall in Punjab and upstream Himachal repeatedly leads to inundation. And that brings us to Himachal Pradesh. The situation has been extremely grim, equally in fact to Punjab. The state has received an average rainfall of 943 mm from June 1st to September 6th against a normal rainfall of 648 mm. So what we're looking at is an excess of 46%. The heavy rainfall in this monsoon season, which started from June 20th, triggered 45 cloudbursts, 95 flash floods and 135 major landslides. As per the data from the State Emergency Operations Centre, 366 people have died in rain-related incidents in Himachal Pradesh. And because of the terrain, the destruction has been amplified. Villages isolated, transport disrupted. The estimated economic damage crossed 4,100 crore rupees, highlighting the scale of loss. With both states now officially declared disaster hit, the central government has intensified its support, deploying additional resources, personnel and relief measures. Prime Minister Modi also visited the affected regions to assess the ground situation and ensured coordinated recovery efforts.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.